Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you my romanceopolyathon TBR. It runs from the 8th of April through to the 14th, I believe. I do believe this readathon is hosted by Peace Love Books and Under the Cover. I will leave links for them down below in the description, so please feel free to check them out. There are 7 challenges. I did pick 7 books to read for this readathon. Now, I do not necessarily know that I'm going to read all 7 of these books, just because I already know that I will be traveling some during that week, and some I'll probably try to listen to on audio, but I'm really trying to get through my physical TBR this year. It's something that I'm really pressuring myself to do, so I tried to pick all books that I have on my shelf, so we'll see how it goes. The first challenge is to read a book with red on the cover, and for that I am going with Deal with the Devil by Megan March. I feel like red is her signature color, so this is like the perfect book to choose for this. I feel like when I see red, at least I always think of Megan March. It's just something I always think of. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know. But this is her newest trilogy. I do not know anything about it. I do know it is romance. I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be steamy, and I know that one of the main characters' names is Jericho Forge, and that's all I know. There's not a lot of info on the back, which I really actually enjoy going into this as a romance novel, so I'm excited to get through this, and I just can't wait to read it and love it so much. Challenge number 2 is to read a book with abs on the cover, which is also another really, really easy pick. So for me, I'm going with Roma King by Callie Hart. Now, I've had this on a couple of TBRs now, and I'm really sad I haven't read it yet because I really enjoy Callie Hart's writing. She tends to write darker romance novels, and I know I'm going to enjoy this. I believe it's like a mafia setting, gang setting, not 100% certain, but I think it is. I mean, just going off of the title. I'm excited to get to it. I know I'm going to enjoy it. It looks like a bigger book, but the font is really big in here, and he's got like his abs on there. You kind of can't see him as well as on the other book, but he's got them there, so I'm gonna count it for this challenge. The third challenge is to read a book with an illustrated cover. Now, for this was a little bit harder for me to pick, but I actually am going to go with Dark Wild Night by Christina Lauren. Thank you to my friends who suggested this because I never would have thought about this one. This is the 3rd book in the, I think it's called Wild Season series by Christina Lauren. This one in particular follows Lola and Oliver. The whole series follows 3 couples that end up meeting in Vegas and, like, you know, doing the whole Vegas marriage whirlwind thing, and I really, really enjoy it so far. I'm kind of excited for Lola and Oliver's story just because Oliver is a little bit nerdy and Lola's kind of nerdy, so I'm excited to get into it. They're really quick, easy reads, and I just really like the illustrated cover. That's kind of cool how they did it. Like, I don't know what that's called, but it looks really pretty. The 4th challenge is to pick a book that only has 1 word in the title, and for me, I'm going with Perversion by T.M. Fraser. Now, I have read about 60 pages of Perversion, so I'm kind of cheating a little here, but the point of this readathon is to get through books, so I'm going to be reading this one because I'm so ready to get through it. This one is a gang romance story following 2 characters who are kind of like in opposing gangs. I don't know much more about it than that, just what I've gotten out of the 60 pages. I'm really excited to read more of it and to finish it. It's a really short book, so I feel like I can easily finish this in a week, especially because I'm already partway through. If I really, really enjoy it, I do have books 2 and 3 on my shelf to continue, so I might end up picking up book 2, which is also a 1-word title if I get through this, just to kind of make it a little bit more fair since I have read some of this book already. Challenge number 5 is a new to you author, and for that I'm going with The Beautiful Ashes by Jeannie Frost. This is the 1st book in her Broken Destiny series. I have quite a bit of Jeannie Frost on my shelves actually, but I've never read any of her books, so she's new to me. This one, I believe it's like a fantasy story where it says, ever since she was a child, Ivy has been gripped by visions of strange realms just beyond her own. But when her sister goes missing, Ivy discovers the truth is far worse. Her hallucinations are real, and her sister is trapped in a parallel realm. And the one person who believes her is the dangerously attractive guy who's bound by an ancient legacy to betray her. It's a really short book, so I feel like I can definitely get through this. I do believe that Hoopla does have the audio of this, or they did at some point, so a really good audiobook choice. I'm excited to get into it. I don't know how much romance it is. It sounds like there's romance in it. I I assume I know Jeannie Frost is a romance author, so I'm excited to check this one out. The 6th challenge is to read a book that's been recommended by Peace Love Books or Under the Covers. Now, I don't know if Peace Love Books, if she's specifically recommended this book before, but I know I've heard her talk about this author a lot. So I'm going with The Perfect Play by J.C. Burton. I think this is the first book in the play-by-play series. I'm not 100% certain. I have no idea what this follows. I know it follows it's like a football romance, and I think that it follows, the main character is a single mother to a teenage son, so it's definitely very different. I'm really excited to get into it. I really like the cover. I tend to not really enjoy sports romances just because I'm not a sporty person, but I think I really like it. I know one of my friends really enjoys J.C. Burton's writing, so I'm willing to give it a chance and just kind of see how things go. And I think it'll be a pretty quick read. The 7th challenge is to read a book that you already own, and while I already owned all of these, I'm picking a book for this just in case I have some time, and I managed to fly through my TBR. I plan on reading It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Kleypas. I think that's how you say her last name. This is a historical romance novel. It is the 2nd book in her Wallflower series. I feel like most people know about this series if you're a historical romance reader. This one in particular follows the American heiress Lillian Bowman and Marcus, who is Lord Westcliff. Now, you do see these characters in the 1st book in the series, which I have read and did enjoy. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I really liked Lillian in the 1st book. In fact, she was one of my favorite characters just because she is such a headstrong, unforgiving character. I really enjoyed her and how she was portrayed, so I'm curious to see how her book will go. I'm just excited to get into it. I know a lot of people tend to like the later books in the series, but I'm willing to give it a shot and see how it is, and I really like the pretty red on the cover. Here is my romanceopolyathon TBR. Let me know in the comments down below if you are participating in romanceopolyathon and any books you're looking forward to reading, or if there's any of these that I should get to a little bit quicker than the others. But with that, I will hopefully be able to give you a wrap up at the end of the week, and I'll let you know what I ended up reading. I'll talk to you later. Bye!